Hello everyone आणि नमस्कार. This is Dr. Sudarshan Sambhajirao Pedge, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, Kalasasi Rasika Mahavidyalaya Devani, your zoology companion, and welcome to my lecture. In the last lecture, we completed classification of proteins. I was discussed on the classification of proteins, and in that lecture, there are three types of protein types. We also studied. First one is the simple protein, second the conjugated protein, and third one is the derived proteins. So now today we will start next topic of the chapter, that is structure of proteins. We know very well all proteins contains the elements, that is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. Okay, and some of these may also contain phosphorus, iodine and traces of metals like iron, copper, zinc and manganese also. Okay, these are the main and important elements in the proteins, and without these elements the protein cannot form. Okay, that's why we called it as important elements of the proteins. Okay, and another we have studied in the last lecture, there are 20 amino acids. Okay, there are 20 amino acids in the proteins, right? So proteins, which is made up of 20 different kinds of amino acids, and each amino acid has an amine group at one end, that is the N terminal, and another end COOH group, that is the C terminal, we call it as. Okay, so the structure of proteins can be divided into four levels of organization. First is the primary structure, second one is the secondary structure, third tertiary structure, and fourth quaternary structure. Okay, so we will see thoroughly one by one. First of all, primary structure. The primary structure of proteins describe the linear arrangement of the amino acids forming the polypeptide chain. What is meant by the primary structure of proteins? It is describe the linear arrangement of the amino acid forming the polypeptide chain. That is the primary structure. Okay, and in that no any kind of forces and bonds except the peptide bonds. Okay, no any kind of forces is there, and the arrangement of these primary structure of proteins is a linear arrangement. That's why we call it as the primary structure of proteins. Okay, another next one is the secondary structure of protein. In that there are two structure we know very well, that is the alpha helix as well as beta helix. Okay, in the alpha helix the polypeptide chain does not exist in a straight manner. Okay, in the last or first primary uh, primary structure, in that the arrangement of protein is the linear. Okay, but in this secondary structure, okay, the polypeptide chain does not exist in a straight manner because there are various molecular forces in the chain acting on each other. Okay, if you compare secondary and primary, it does not contain any kind of forces, right, and bonds except peptide bonds. Okay, and in this secondary structure there are various kind of forces, okay, which will be acted, or various molecular forces in the chain acting on each other. And the C double bond O group shares oxygen to imido group, that is the NH group of the third amino acid, forming hydrogen bond which partially twists the molecule. Okay, you have seen in the figure, or sorry, in the structure of this slide, that the third amino acid is the twisted, very much twisted is there. Okay, why? Because the carbonyl group shares oxygen to imido group of the third amino acid, forming hydrogen bond which partially twist the molecule, and these hydrogen bond coil the entire molecule in a spring shaped helical, and that structure is called the alpha helix. Okay, you have see here that is the carbonyl group share one oxygen into the NH group, and that in the third amino acid forming hydrogen bond partially twisted. We see here the third amino acid is partially twisted, and the one particular entire molecule is a helical structure, it will be form, that is that structure is called as alpha helix. Okay, another second one is the beta helix. You have seen the structure of the beta helix, the polypeptide chain, and say the two polypeptide chain structure is there in the slide. Two or more polypeptide chains are linked together laterally by hydrogen bonds, and forming structure is known as beta structure or beta helix. Okay, means that the two or more polypeptide chains are linked with each other laterally with the help of hydrogen bond and forming one particular structure. That structure is called beta structure. Okay, this is the secondary structure of protein. Another next one is the tertiary structure. In that structure, tertiary structure is found specially in the case of globular proteins. Okay, when the long peptide chain with or without helix is coiled or folded in itself, okay, resulting a structure of protein is termed as tertiary structure. Okay, means these long peptide chain with or without helix is coiled or folded in itself. Okay, and the resulting structure of protein is termed as tertiary structure. Okay, but four types of bonds for maintaining the tertiary structure of protein molecule. Which bonds maintain tertiary structure? That is, the first one is the hydrogen bond, second one is the ionic bond, and third one is the hydrophobic, as well as fourth is the disulfide bond. Okay, see only one by one. First is the hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bonds formed by OH groups of hydroxy amino acids and COH group of acidic amide acids. Okay, hydrogen bonds forms by OH group of hydroxy amino acid and COH group of acidic amide acid. Okay, another second one is the ionic bond. ionic bond formed by the NH2 group of acidic amino acid residue, but this bond is not important because this bond is not extend the structure. That's why this bond is not important. And another next is the third, hydrophobic bonds. In that, hydrophobic bond are a very much important bond. Why? Because the tertiary structure are totally depends on the hydrophobic bond. These bonds are formed when similar R groups lie in close proximity of each other, and these hydrophobic bonds are stable of the stable because of the less water in the interior protein molecule. Okay, that's why this hydrophobic bonds is very important. Why? Because the it is a stable as well as less water in the interior protein molecule. That's why the hydrophobic bonds is a stable. Okay, another next, quaternary structure. The last type of structure is the quaternary structure. It is a form of polymerization of several tertiary structure. Polymerization. Okay, the one particular polymerization process is there. Okay, in these two picture of quaternary structure, first structure are the dissimilar units. The structure is called heterogeneous quaternary structure, and the other side all the units are similar, called homogeneous quaternary structure. Okay, means quaternary structure, it is formed by polymerization. Okay, polymerization of several tertiary structure called the quaternary structure. Okay, this is the structure of proteins. Okay, today we have seen there are four structure. First is the primary structure. Primary structure is the particular linear arrangement of amino acid. That amino acids is called as primary structure of proteins. The second one is the secondary structure. In that, alpha helix and beta helix we also study, as well as tertiary structure. In that, the tertiary structure is also contain four types of bonds, and they have very important to form tertiary structure, as well as the quaternary structure. In the quaternary structure is the formed by polymerization of several tertiary structure. Okay, so this is it for today. Thank you very much.